Welcome. I'm your host, Maxine Millimeter, and this is XYZ, where everything that's happening is happening here. We sat with amazing leaders throughout the city that's breaking the cycle and claiming a new light on a brighter tomorrow. We have city trustees, mental health specialists, and much more. It's not just real chat, it's real people and impactors showing you how even you can do it too. It hasn't been easy, but it's all here for you to be informed. So buckle your seatbelts and remember, no shade. We discuss it all here under the sun.
Before we air today, we would like to thank our higher power for allowing this opportunity to connect with each other to inform our communities of various information and resources.
He's placed lungs into our bodies to live and press forward each day, as well as blessed us with our apprehensive resources to perceive each message. Thank you, Lord. We love you. We honor you. In Jesus' name, amen.
A mother, a mentor, and a movement maker. This hero is dominating the city and in heels. With her determined efforts and accomplishing degrees, she showed women everywhere how to fight the cause in a fashionably fitted way. We introduce to you Dr. Ciera Whitaker. How are you today?
I'm good.
Yes, thank you so much for coming today.
It's my pleasure.
Yes. So, now, what is it that you've done throughout your career?
For the last 14 years, I am a servant. That's my highest calling.
Yes.
But I've had the pleasure to work for the South Shore Chamber of Commerce, where I am the program director. And we work with small businesses for technical assistance. We also do work with economic development, all things business. And it's been my greatest pleasure to work and serve in South Shore. And that's what I've been doing for the last 14 years. And so that it's truly my career. I've been able to work in a place where I actually love what I do, right?
Yes.
Not only do I love what I do, but it's really like a reinvestment in a community and a Black and brown community where I can actually see things tangible that's happened over the last decade, right?
Exactly.
Most people don't understand that it takes time to do anything.
Yes.
And we can talk about plans, we can talk, but to see them manifestation, to come to real life brings me great joy.
Yes. Okay. So now, speaking of joy, what brings you the most joy out of the many positions that you hold?
What brings me the most joy out of all the things I do is Miss Ciera to my mentees. That brings me joy. Those young ladies, I love them. But most importantly, like with my mentees, I've been a part of Ladies of Virtue for 4 years now. And I had to step back because life was just life and things were just taking its own course. And I remember praying to God, like, Lord, please allow me to do this again, because that brings me joy. Out of all the accolades, Dr. Ciera, all the degrees, all of the things, is just to pour back into little young girls who's going to be young women one day. And not only that, but I have a relationship with my mentees' family. Like their mom and dad will actually call me, hey, Miss Ciera, could you talk about such and such with them? Like that brings me joy. I don't have any girls. I'm a boy mom. I have 2 boys. So I actually get to and my boys is really different. You know, raising a young Black man, it's really different to just pour back into my mentees, to spend my Saturdays at Ladies of Virtue. That brings me the highest joy.
It takes a village for our Black and brown communities. You know, to pour into our little Black girls is extremely important. Do you find it more challenging to manage the youth or your peers?
So when I come to a place, I typically pray that my posture is right, my energy is great. And so there are challenges with peers, of course, but there is no challenges when it comes to the youth, because one, they think I'm their age. Like I'm relatable, I'm approachable, I'm available, I see them, I hear them, and I respond to that thing.
Right.
And when you're doing community work, there is a lot of hurdles, right? And when you talk about peers, we don't agree. We always are not going to agree, right?
Right.
We're going to disagree. We're not going to be on the same page. That's the challenge. But to do something for 14 years, to be a servant the entire time, I've learned to meet people where they are. I don't judge anybody or anything. My thing is always spread joy, stay true to who I am as a person. And so when challenges arise, I'm like, Lord, give me everything I need to say the right thing, right? To be responsible, to be a leader because people look up to me as a leader. People look, they look for you. They check for you. And the one thing that you can do wrong, it'll take it to a whole nother level, and you can do 100 things right. So I live by that motto of doing right by people, giving them my all, and just being a servant, because that's truly my highest calling.
Yes, I love that. Yes. Now, many community members have a hard time trusting leaders in leadership positions, given their past letdowns. And what is your plan to break that chain and bring back hope to our local neighbors?
So I feel like I am the hope. I'm the hope that they need to see, that they need to hear. And when I come to a place, I'm always like, I never forget my roots, right? I was a little girl that was in Inglewood, right? Nobody expected me to be doing all the things I've done. I was a little girl, then I became a teen mom, 2 amazing young men now. Not only that, I went to college, got my education, and I still serve in my community. So when I show up, I'm like, I can pick up the phone and make a little change, right? So I believe in changing the world around me. I can't change the world, but I can do certain things to change the world around me. Absolutely. And so that's bringing hope, right? Somebody comes tell you their issues, their problems. It's like, oh, okay, let me help you with that. I know this resource. Let me connect you with this person. So bringing them the things that they need also build trust. But one thing that I went to Chicago State, shameless plug. But one of my professors always, like, as a business person, make sure you establish your credibility. That's important, right? No matter what you do, if people can't trust you and you don't have, I have a proven track record. You can check what I've done over the years. Like, period. I always live by that motto. Like, everything I do, put it in a business perspective, because I don't want to lose trust. I don't want to lose my credibility. These are all the things that I work. I'm building a legacy of my own in my own right, right? So that's important. I don't promise anything that I can't deliver, right? And so all of these things speaks to when you talk about your peers and you talk about the challenge and the distrust. People distrust people. People do not trust people because they let them down. They told them they could do something that they couldn't just pull out. I don't promise anything, because I know that everything that we do is a work in progress. I know that 9 times out of 10, anything that I'm doing, I'm building the plane while I'm flying. And it lands, thank God, it lands the way that it should. But I mean, and that's a part of building trust. But I also think that as a young Black women, we have to pour back, show up with love, show up with grace, give each other grace, give each other mercy. And I'm a firm believer in God. Like, there is nothing that I pray over everything. I pray, like, I'm a praying sister. So I'm like, God, allow me to, I'm serving your people, but I can't let your people down, because your people is and that really keeps me going. People don't understand, like, how can she do all that? At my darkest days, and my brother passed away 3 years ago, and it was just my oldest, my oldest son was taking me through some life challenges. And my children are perfect, neither am I, right? And I was in a very dark moment, like, depression was my friend, but I just didn't see the light. I was going through some life changing, restructuring and things like that, and life just got the best of me. Right. But what kept me going is that people trust me. People depend on me, and they expecting me to show up with that smile. They expecting me to show up and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, I got so much energy, and I always bring a good vibe. Like, that's just truly who I am, and I live by that.
I love that. Well, again, like I said, condolences to your loss. Your story is extremely inspiring. I didn't even know that you had so much going on. So, when I've been doing my research, you're a Black woman, you're a single mother, a mentor, program director for South Shore Chamber CDC, and elected official for the 6th District City Council. Parenting alone is a task. How do you make time for yourself?
I make time for myself. I'm very, like, doing all of this work has taught me to be, I have a really schedule that I stick by. Like, I take time for myself. I block out, like, I don't want to do nothing today. Okay, this is today. I'm blocking out my schedule, doing things that brings me joy, doing things that pours back into me, because if your cup becomes empty, how could you pour it to others? So I am very, like, mentally in a good place, physically in a great place, and I invest in me, because if you don't invest in yourself, you can't expect other people to. So, and I'm very intentional, and I said 2025, I have 6 vacations, 2 with my family, and I don't know where the other 4 lead me, but I'm committed to that. And so that brings me joy. To travel the world, one of my dreams. I love taking pictures, so that brings me great joy. Put on my clothes, take pictures at different places, and so that's kind of like I use my platform for all things positive, all things motivation, and so those are things that actually brings me joy. So it's not like when you do something that you love, when you do something that you are very passionate about it,
Right.
it's not like you working a job. I don't work any job, right?
Right.
One, I have a career. Two, I'm doing something I love to do. But three, I'm making an impact in community. The
Yes.
work that I do, I'm changing the landscape. I'm changing the game. And so even with the district council, I was appointed to this position in October by the mayor. And, you know, one of my mentors, and people don't know this story, our last conversation, I would never forget. She called me, and I wasn't going to apply because there was an open seat. I was just like, I don't need to do that right now. I'm moving to a whole different, whatever. Long story short, our last conversation, she was like, I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm telling you to fill this application out. And unbeknownst to me, 2 weeks later, she passed away. It's a long process. Like literally, I started at the beginning of the year, went through several interviews, and it was just like a lot of back and forth. And I started to get weary. And God said, "Are you getting weary in the well doing?" And God reminded me, like, it's gonna come. And God had already told me, God will show me things before it comes to pass. And so when I think about this district council work, it's like I have my mentor who I can't let down. I know that she's watching me. I know that she wants the best, the very best. But not only that, she know my heart for serving and people. Like she's like, you are perfect. You know how to do this work. I'm a community engagement person. And so, yes, I have a lot of work to do. The next 2 years, I have to change the landscape of district council. But not only that, what I want to do, I'm very big on bringing you to the table, right? Showing up, like, I want to, let's have a seat at the table. How do you feel about this?
Right.
Knowing that I hear you, I see you. Not only that, let's make a difference in our community and work together. And it sums up everything that I've been doing over the years, like building relationships. So being the extension cord and plugging things into, okay, I can go talk to this organization. Oh, okay, I can go bring the youth from this school. So I also serve on 2 local school councils. I'm with James A. Neal. I'm the vice chair.
Wow.
And then I serve at Simeon as a parent. So this is the work. I've been doing this work for years, but just to do it on a whole nother level, it's a job. It's challenging, but I'm the right person for it. I know that God trusts me. This is a personal assignment.
Yes.
God trusts me to get this right. So I have no room to get it wrong, right? And so I'm really big on listening. I've been going in the community, going to different events, listening. Even in my day job, I go visit our businesses. Like I talk to them like we are. Some of our business owners, like we're family. Like
Right.
I know like the work that I've done has made a difference. And so God is reminding me every time, don't forget, no matter what bad day, things might not go right today, they might go wrong tomorrow, but don't forget that this is your personal assignment and you got to get this right because I hold you to a higher standard.
Hey, okay, now man, y'all, we getting this service on a Sunday, okay? One thing I do love and I admire about, this entire interview is that, I love your manifestations. I tell people a lot that you have to be careful with what you say because it's a power in that tongue. And during the entire process, I've heard you not just say like what I'm trying to do or what I'm thinking about doing. You said what you're going to do, what's going to be done. And even if it's something that, like it's not currently in the process, you are still like existing it. So I love that. And that's extremely inspiring. Thank you so much. Like just for everything that you do, like your energy, like God did his big one when he invented you, Ciera, seriously. And I thank you. Now, where can someone reach you for further information?
All of my social media platforms is Dr. Ciera Whitaker, it's Dr. Ciera Whitaker. So my platform is just my name, Dr. Ciera Whitaker. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. My email address is drciera.whitaker@gmail.com. And I'm very approachable. So if you see me, don't just say hi. Look, I'm just a little Ciera from the hood. Inglewood, no, just so that's where you can find me on.
Now, is there something that you would like to leave us with?
Sometimes we often don't have grace with ourselves. Have grace with yourself along your journey, and know that even at your lowest point, that you serve a God is just going to meet you to take you to your highest point. Never give up on your dreams and find your tribe. It's important to have the right tribe as you grow in life, as God continues to elevate you, so they can pour back into you and love on you the way that you love on them. And that will make a life difference. And
Yeah.
so genuine people in your life will help you get to where you're trying to go. You know, they're not in it for self gain or anything. They just truly see you for who you are. Like, I literally have mentors and friends who just see me for Ciera.
Yeah.
They don't see me for the titles, for the things that I can do for them. They see
Right.
me for me. At my lowest point, I can pick up the phone and cry to them. Even at my highest point, like, oh, I did this. Like, those are people that I consider my tribe, who I love. So I pray that God gives you your tribe so that you can be the best version of yourself and just continue to practice what you preach and be great at it.
It has been an honor and a delight. I know that you have, many things to do, so we're going to wrap it up here. But thank you so much for sitting here with us today. And you've heard it here first under the sun. Peace out, you guys.
Are you an entrepreneur? Have a business or organization you'd like to promote? Be heard and tell your story. XYZ is looking to showcase you on our show. From chefs to city councils, from music performers to organizations, we want to give all an opportunity to be heard. Email us today and let's network at xyzunderthesun@gmail.com. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you, and peace and light.